All right, welcome back. And we are going to take a look at this Chinese chicken curry. And this is about as simple as you're going to get when it comes to any sort of Asian recipe. This is just very easy to make. It actually took me a long time to figure out how to replicate what they were doing because the recipe was so simple. I was adding too many ingredients. So what we have here first is the marinade. And with any marinade, you'll always hear, oh, you only need to do this for a few minutes. If you're using chicken, you really want to let that marinade sit for at least 6 hours. I always make this the day before because it only takes me a few seconds to make it. I throw it in the refrigerator and then I pull it out a couple hours before I'm going to use it. In this marinade, I did add chili crust because I like things hot. But if you want to reduce the heat in this dish, that's one option. The other is going to be the curry, and we'll get to that in just a second. The next day, you're going to go ahead and you want that chicken to sort of warm up to room temperature. And you're going to heat your wok up pretty hot, as hot as you can get it. I added about a tablespoon of canola oil. You could use peanut oil, vegetable oil, whatever you want. And you're just going to quickly stir fry or saute that chicken. And I'm going to take my onions and I'm going to stir fry those for about 1 minute to 2 minutes. Really, I just want them to become softer, but I do not want to caramelize those onions. Then I'm going to add my broccoli. The broccoli you can do either of two ways. You can quickly stir fry that broccoli. I tend to like to take about a tablespoon of water, cover that, let it steam for about 1 minute, and then I'm going to stir fry that with the garlic for about 30 seconds. That's going to release those flavors. I'm then going to take the chicken, add it back into the bowl, and then I'm going to take my sauce and I'm going to add that sauce that I've pre-mixed to the chicken. And the last step is I'm going to take that sauce and I'm going to add that to the wok. Now, this seems like a lot of sauce. This is actually only a little bit of sauce for this dish. You could probably make another 50% more if you like a lot of curry sauce with your chicken curry. In this recipe, I use a Madras Curry, and this Madras Curry is on the hot side. If you do not like the heat, use a different curry. Don't use less, use a different curry. I would suggest a mild yellow curry versus any sort of a red or Madras Curry if you're doing this. You're going to add your cornstarch slurry, or you could use tapioca starch. It doesn't make a difference. Start with about a tablespoon of cornstarch and just a little bit of water. And if you need more, go ahead and add more. It really depends on how much sauce you're making. When I am making a sauce, I do reduce the heat in the wok to about medium, but you do want that sauce to come up to a simmer. It will not start to thicken until it comes to a simmer. So don't add more cornstarch slurry if your sauce hasn't come up to a simmer, because then you're going to end up with a super thick sauce. So do this slow and gradual. And that's it. It is a super simple and delicious recipe. I absolutely make this all the time. It's one of my favorites. Hey, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you found this video helpful. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave those below, and don't forget to subscribe.